Ranking Member Katie Porter's opening statement, as prepared for delivery, at today's Subcommittee on Health Care and Financial Services hearing examining the successful provisions of the Inflation Reduction Act. The landmark legislation was signed into law by the Biden-Harris administration a year ago, and it has helped lower prescription drug costs for millions of Americans, and more. Happen just now. Like hearing your thoughts. Please leave comments. Thanks.
We have 16 days until the government shuts down. Speaker McCarthy, who is slow-walking government funding bills one by one, has only passed 1 of 12. I'm a former professor, so I know what 1 of 12 means. The speaker's getting an F. And these bills don't even have enough support to pass in the Senate. The speaker is not on pace to significantly improve his grade before the deadline. So what does that mean for the American people? It means that House Republicans are driving us off a cliff to a shutdown and to the corresponding economic harm. That is not the type of action that is going to bolster our economic growth and fight inflation. Our constituents, Democrats and Republicans alike, are wondering what the plan really is around here. Make no mistake, today's hearing tells us a great deal about the plan. Someone who's driving you off a cliff wants to distract you, and that's what Republicans are trying to do with this hearing. While House Republicans struggle to figure out any kind of real plan to keep the government open and to lower costs for the American people, they come up with hearings like this to attack the progress that was made and is being made. The Inflation Reduction Act is paying down our national debt, lowering our energy costs, and making prescription drugs and health care more affordable. It's a testament to what happens when Washington stops delays, gets to work, and makes a genuine effort to address problems that Americans are facing. In other words, it's what Washington looks like when it's doing the opposite of what it's doing right now. Look, you don't have to believe me when I say the Inflation Reduction Act is lowering costs for Americans and saving us money. Let me give you a couple of examples. The Inflation Reduction Act includes legislation that I wrote that recovers tax dollars from drug companies that hike drug prices faster than the rate of inflation. For years, Big Pharma has lined its pockets by jacking prices up way faster than inflation. And now patients are already paying less. My bill would recoup $63 billion over 10 years. Let's be clear, with my legislation alone, which is just one part of this landmark law, we're stopping drug companies from ripping off Americans, and we're saving our government billions of dollars. That's one small part of the law alone that is meaningfully lowering people's costs. The Inflation Reduction Act is also saving our constituents money when it comes to energy. The Inflation Reduction Act includes another piece of legislation that I wrote to charge polluters a fair rate when they lease federal land. It was the first increase in that rental rate in over 100 years. Big Oil has been cheating all Americans by drilling on public lands for pennies on the acre. No more. My legislation is already saving taxpayers millions by making Big Oil finally pay a fair price. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, and whether you agree with every single aspect of the Inflation Reduction Act or not, one thing is clear. We all win when we have people in charge who make a genuine effort to lower costs for families, not shut the government down.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Happen Just Now for more content about accountability of all public officials and policy and procedures.